Okay. Oh, hopefully I'll start waking up a bit more as we read on. Alright. Oh, right. We were going on a different path. Hold on. We need to skip this part again. So, right. So, we were on the decision for the round 2 AB game. And we were going to go with Ally where we last left off. I went with Betray because I knew it was just going to be a bad end. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just get the bad end out of the way, so then we can do the rest of this, or I say the rest of this until we get progression walled, and have to probably unlock something in a different timeline or alternate world, and bring that knowledge into another route. So we're going back here. And yeah, so in this route, uh, this was the route where. Oh shit! Wait. Okay. Let me.
アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンド終了。
Let's see. Green door archive. Okay. So this was after we went to the archives in this section. And after this, we meet back with no, what was it? We meet back after Dio opened up the AB gate when not everyone was accounted for. And Kay came up saying Quark collapsed. And we went to the infirmary together to check on him. But it seemed like he was possessed, or not really possessed once we find out later that he is infected with Radical 6. And then he desperately tried to kill himself in front of everyone with a scalpel. With some supernatural strength kind of going on, but from what Luna has from what Luna has guessed with his condition and all, it's more like he's losing all reason in his brain, so that his body isn't holding back anything about with his strength. So using every last bit of strength in his body to kill himself. Thankfully, since he's still a kid, we're able to restrain him with some difficulty. However, Alice took away the scalpel that that Quark was going to stab himself with, and we find that Alice is also infected with Radical 6, seemingly in like a possessed, emotionless, cold state, and then just ran off. And normally here, if you don't have any of the other routes on the right side done, you would have got dead-ended here until you get knowledge from a later route over here to actually get the premonition or inspiration to go, wait, no, I know where she is. She's at the crew quarters. And we go there to find Alice, try to talk her down, or just like approach her carefully before she commits suicide. And we do save her. I had to restrain her. And in the middle, and in the middle of restraining Alice, keep in mind we are by ourselves in the room 2 of the crew quarters. Sigma gets slashed across his hand, but he didn't pay attention to it for a while just so he can restrain Alice and carry her unconscious body back to the infirmary. However, the odd thing that he noticed, but while he was alone at the time, is like, wait, what's this white stuff on my hand? Oh no, like, and I think he saw it or noticed it while he was, or before he was choosing ally betray with Luna in the room. Yeah. So then he looked at his hands like, what's this white stuff coming from my hand? Or no, it's like, what's this white stuff on my hand? And I know what almost everyone else would have thought, but putting that dumb thought aside, it's like, wait, what's this white substance on my hand? It's like, wait, no, that's not on my hand. This white substance is coming from my hand. And then we realize that's blood. It's like, wait, but blood isn't white? There's no way. But little did we know. A little birdie told us something about cybernetic arms. So, it's an artificial arm that feels and acts like any other arm would. And for the sake of remaining consistent, if you inject medicine into a cybernetic arm, it'll kind of pump it and blood like it would through the rest of your body. So you would still act up and die just like anyone else would. So we now know that Sigma, at the very least, has a cybernetic arm. Not full on, like, Android, or I think, what was the thing I was referencing earlier? Like, because I never played it myself, I only watched playthroughs and speedruns. I think it was binary domain, where, like, in the premise of that world, or no, not premise, as part of the world's, like, lore, whenever, like, there are robots who have integrated themselves in a society, and they believe that they're human so much that they forget that they're robots. Even, like, so much so that even, like, they would act, like, discriminatory towards robots themselves. It's like, the dang robot menace and blah blah blah. And then we see in, like, the hecking prologue scenes or whatever, I don't mind saying this because it's like a prologue, so it's kind of whatever. But like an army general dude, I think it was like an army general, and he was talking about how they need to take, or I think they're talking about how they need to take him out and all that stuff, and like everyone else in the room was like, or no, someone else in the room was like, yeah, we do need to take care of them, General. I was like, what are you doing? And then he shoots them. It's like, oh, what the hell did you shoot before? I was like, wait, I'm a lot. And then they just go so crazy from the shock and horror that they just go berserk. It's like, no, this must be a dream. I'm not a robot. No. So, yeah. So what we learn in the dead end is that when Sigma chose betray, everyone's like, dude, what the fuck? It's like, so you're just gonna run out of here now that you just betray when we all agreed to pick ally in this desperate hour? It's like, we gotta put him down. We need to knock him out. Can't be trusted. And yeah, they knocked Sigma out. Yep. It's like, wait. And oh yeah, and everyone and all the other guys who were voting was like, wait, what the heck is that white substance on your hand? It's like, dude, that ain't real. Are you even human? Even K, like, looked more human than Sigma did, and Sigma was getting more and more desperate and acting against his own wishes and will, or whatever, and was just panicking, running off instinct toward the exit. And then he gets knocked out. But when he came to, he realizes that he was injected with the injection gun, knocked out for what seemed to be several hours, and he's like, huh? Where's where's everyone? He's like, did they go on without me? He's like, huh? And then he went to like check his arm, and it's like, wait, it's like there's nothing there. It's like, wait, there's nothing there. They chopped off his left hand to take his 9 bracelet so that he wouldn't wake up and just bolt out the door. Because I don't think, because they still have a game to play. So they might as well take his severed hand with the bracelet on to continue the game while he was knocked out. If not, they would have played the game and left already, because he was knocked out for some indeterminate amount of time. So then that was the end of the route we went to last night. And here we are now with choosing ally instead of betray. But I still wonder how we're gonna like play this off with Luna and the others, although only Luna knows about how our hand is covered in white for some weird reason. So, yeah, I think that should be a good summary for last session, or the end of last session, because we did kind of go through a lot earlier with like the other stuff over here, and oh boy, we got a lot to go.
結果は倉庫内のディスプレイに表示されます。お疲れ様でした。アンビデックスゲートを開放します。
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of the rooms like as we did.
シグマさん、やっぱり協力を選んだんですね。
Oh, and yeah, you also break Luna's heart. It's like, she just like so heartbroken and like disappointed in the fact that we chose betray for no good reason in front of everyone. Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing: the mysterious white liquid.
結果、見に行きませんか？
Sure. Luna nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching, and I opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit of in my hand. What in the hell is this? It couldn't be blood, could it? No. That's impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of my life, I've seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult. But every single time I bleed red like any other human being. Oh. Oh. He probably never injured his left hand in particular. His left arm is a cybernetic arm. Hey, Snack. First thing you see is No, you don't get it. This is blood. This is blood, I swear. So, why is it that this time it was white? What the hell is happening to me?
おいシグマ、何をしてる？さっさとこっちに来いよ。結果発表始まっちまうぞ。
Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンドの結果を発表します。一同画面にご注目ください。
Okay. Okay, so we should probably erase all this now. Or all of this? Actually, we notice. Actually, yeah, let me just erase all this. Because I want to write down this combination of numbers later. Because I'm assuming. Actually, if like there would be another round, right? Because then I would have to assume some group is going to betray another just so that they can get their points closer to 9, and the ones at 8 will probably get screwed over. Or not screwed over, but like no, they'll be put at 6 and they'll be put at 6. And this is assuming the groups get divided in a way so that the 8s get lowered to 6 and the 3s get put up to 6 together. Okay. So oh yeah, I just put the numbers over here. So K 8, Quark 7, Phi 8, Temioji 3, Dio 7, Alice 3, Sigma 8, Luna 7, and Clover should be 8 as well. Oops.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認ください。
すごいです。みんな協力で一致しましたよ。K さん、約束通り協力に投票してくれたんですね。
ファイさんにあそこまで言われては裏切りを選ぶわけにはいかないでしょう。
天明寺さんとディオさんも協力に。
当然じゃ。わしらが裏切りを選べばアリスの BP は0以下になってしまうのじゃからな。
ま、そういうこった。
ルナさんたちにもお礼を言わなければ。
Excuse me.
よくぞ協力を選んでくださいました。
お礼ならシグマさんに言ってください。実際に投票したのはシグマさんなんですから。
シグマさん、ありがとうございます。
Oh my god, the happy expression on his eyes. I can't.
シグマさん、シグマさん。
おい、どうしたんじゃ、シグマ。返事ぐらいせんか。
Huh? Yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
シグマ、一体何があったというんじゃ。
そういやさっきからずっと上の空って感じだよな。もしかして AB ルームの中でルナに振られたとか。
No, nothing like that.
おいおい、真に受けんなよ。冗談も通じなくなっちまったとか。これよっぽど重症だな。
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
アンビデックスゲートが閉鎖されました。アンビデックスゲーム第3ラウンドは星の回です。ゲートは星のマークが記されたカードキーにより解除されます。なお、このカードキーの使用回数に制限はありません。これを用いることにより アンビデックスゲートは無限に開放することができます。
ゲートを無限に開放できるということはつまり、
星のカードキーを使えば何度でも AB ゲームができる。どうやらそういうことみたいですね。
なあ、そういやゼロウサギがこんなこと言ってなかったか。
AB ゲートが閉まると同時にバングルの表示色は自動的にシャッフルされるようになってるんだよさ。それからソロとペアの区別もね。
確かに。みんなすまんがバングルを見せてくれんかの。色と種類を確かめておきたい。
Everyone nodded and held their arms held their arms out toward him. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, saying that refusing only draw more suspicion. Can we suppress these mouths? It's not that bad. So I held my arm out, hand tight into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
なるほど。ディオとケイは黄色のペア。
Okay, wait, so Dio and K. Actually, hey, let me go write it here. Let me go just transfer this stuff to this page. So, oops. So, Dio, A plus K. K is, wait. No, Dio's 7, whoops. What was it? Yellow pair.
Wa わしとルナも同じくペアじゃが色は違うな。
ええ、天明寺さんは水色、私は紫色ですね。
So, Tenmyoji, Cyan. So what was it? Cyan. And Luna 7 plus an unknown is Magenta.
シグマだけがソロ版か。赤のソロ。
So we got our pairs. So Sigma is at 8. God, my mouse writing is terrible. Hold on, I should make this even. Be red solo.
ってことは、医務室にいる4人は何色の何番なんだ？
わしとルナはペア版じゃから、それぞれ相方がいるはずじゃが。
Didn't get a $500 drawing tablet just for this game. Nah, I have to return it to my friend. Oh, whoops. Ugh. But yeah, the Twitch anti-ad block stuff is really annoying. Yeah, I know that feel with the anti-ad block stuff. Like, I've been hardly watching as many Twitch streams lately because of the stupid anti-ad block stuff. And like, I tried to disable it specifically for Twitch, because like it pops up the anti-ad block more than it would just playing some random mid-roll ad or something like that. But yeah, like the usual places I check on where to update ad blocks on Twitch, like they've all been worked around by Twitch. He's went to using Streamlink completely now. Ah. I should probably go do that too.
すると残りの2人がソロ版ってことになるな。表示色はわからんが。
多分緑と青だと思います。
So green, solo, blue, solo. Rolling ads in your local media player. Yeah.
なぜわかる？
ご覧になりませんでしたか？ B 階の倉庫で白く輝いた扉を。あれがきっと次に開かれる CD で。
ああ、それなら私とファイさんも見ましたよ。ビオトープの探索を終えた後、倒れたクオーク君を運んでいる途中で。
Still kind of feeling bad right now.
例のロック状態を示すデバイスが設置されていました。ですから、おそらく間違いないと思います。
Twitch is getting 130 cents on the dollar for bits. Gotta mess up the ad block users. Yeah. They've been getting real greedy. And it's like, it's not enough? Of course it isn't, unfortunately.
あの白い扉が次の CD なんでしょう。
Like, none of this would have been like none of this would have been terrible if like they weren't so aggressive in their anti-ad block stuff. Like, don't they know that? I mean, like, there's still a good amount of people watching Twitch and everything, but it's like you can't expect everyone to sub to every single Hold on. Like I said, I woke up from a bad nap earlier. Man, taking that nap really messed me up. But yeah, like, they can't expect every single person to freaking sub. I had to kill a sub earlier because I just wasn't able to watch Twitch much. I mean, like, of course I could still watch him and still not have ads, but like, I just haven't been on Twitch or like watching Twitch streams in general lately and stuff. So yeah. like cause it just sucks every time you load up like a stream you haven't been subbed to and just get hit with like the purple screen of death. You just use the Prime sub now, you gave up all paid subs. Yeah, same here. I just used the Prime sub and that's about it.
白の第二扉を開くにはバングルカラーの合成色を白にする必要があります。ところでペア版の表示色はそれぞれ水色、紫色、黄色の3色でしたよね。ですから
混ぜ合わせた時に白になるのは赤、緑、青の3色になるというわけか。さてと、わしは一度医務室に戻るぞ。クオークとアリスのことが気がかりじゃからな。
では、私も戻りましょう。
俺も行くとするかな。こんなところに残っててもしょうがねえからな。
シグマさんとルナさん。
私はシグマさんにお話が。
Oh. Yeah, Luna wants to talk about the left hand. About what? Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
おいおい、二人でこっそりと密談か？一体何を企んでやがる？
You missed 40 minutes. Hey, Disc. Snack, please. Yeah, not too much happened. Like, beforehand, I was kind of just giving a recap of what kind of happened last night. About the whole, like, getting the dead end here, realizing that Sigma's left arm, in particular, is a cybernetic arm. Because Sigma made note of, like, wait, I've gotten cuts and, like, I had scrapes and cuts, like, throughout my entire life, and it was bleeding red. What's going on? So, he only finds out now that his left hand is bleeding white. And yeah, everyone keeps making that joke. I'm like, bruh, come on, you're better than that.
何も企んでなんかいませんよ。本当に大したことじゃないんです。
まあいい。勝手にしろ。
Also, hey Brett, how you doing? Oh yeah, and also I'm partially feel like I'm dying right now, not really. Well, mainly my throat. Probably because I usually, like, when I sleep and wake up, my throat always ends up feeling like dry and irritated, even if I do drink enough like water and tea to kind of like get by. Milkman. See, Dio tossed his hand with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out the yellow door. Did I get a humidifier? Probably, yeah. Temioji and Kei quickly followed. In only moments, all three had disappeared. So, what was it you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
そうですね。ここで話すのもなんですし、場所を変えませんか？
Okay.
ええ、さっきアリスさんを捜索しているときに、いいところを見つけたんです。
As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. Ah. The garden.
ご存知なんですか？
Yeah, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
そうですか。
So, what brings you here?
なんだか落ち着きませんか？この殺風景な施設の中で唯一緑があるのがこの場所で、なんていうか、その月並みですけど、自然っていいなってそう思って。
You don't have that problem you're in, Snack? Shower and kitchen are 4 meters max away from your bed. You get all the humidity.
深刻な話をするにはうってつけの場所だと思ったんです。緑を見てるとそれだけで心が癒されるから。あそこにベンチがありますね。座りませんか？
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, and then began to talk.
知ってました？実はこれオルゴールなんですよ。
Really?
ええ、
She twisted the key on the bottom, and it made an almost imperceptible whining noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
知ってもらいたかったからかな。シグマさんにも私のことを。
Okay, okay. Now we tell her about the hand.
私、内気な性格のせいか、友達とか知り合いとか全然いなくて。
Really? Huh.
それでずっと一人ぼっちで生きてきたんです。
Too real.
そのことがとても辛くて寂しくて苦しくて孤独に押しつぶされてしまいそうで。そんな時大切な人がこのオルゴールをくれたんです。言葉はありませんでしたが、私はこんなメッセージが込められてるんじゃないかと思いました。ルナ、幸せとは案外すぐ近くにあるものなんだよ。シグマさん、メーテルリンクの青い鳥の話って知ってます？
The blue bird? Yeah, no. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. The brother and sister named, Till? And Middle? I don't know. Get asked to find a blue bird by this old woman. And they travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in a birdcage in their hut.
ええ、そうですよね。一般的に知られている童話の青い鳥は確かにそんな結末で終わっています。そしてその教訓がさっき言った通りのもので。
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
ええ、だから私はこのオルゴールをくれた人はきっとそんなメッセージを私に伝えたかったんだろうって。正しいかどうかは分かりません。私の勝手な思い込みに過ぎないのかも。でもなんだかそんな風に言われてるような気がして、とても嬉しくて。その時からこのオルゴールは私にとっての宝物。けれどある時ふと気づいちゃったんですよね。この青い鳥の
Huh?
メーテルリンクが書いた原作には実は続きがあったんです。
There's more?
ええ。チルチルとミチルが餌をあげようとした時、青い鳥はカゴの中から逃げ出してしまうんですよ。それが原作の本当のラストなんです。
Whoa. What about the moral then?
もちろん変わることになりますね。幸せとは手に入れたと思った途端儚く消え去ってしまうものだ
Oh.
というように。とはいえそのことに気づいてもなお、この青い鳥が私にとっての宝物であることに変わりはありませんでした。あの方が本当は何を伝えたくてこれを私に授けてくださったのかは分かりません。でも私はこんな風に解釈することにしたんです。幸せとは常に追い求めるべきものである。それを追い求めている時こそが 本当の幸せなのであると。ところでシグマさん、ひょっとしてシグマさんはチルチルみたいな存在なのではないでしょうか。
Tiltil? Okay. What?
クリスマスの前夜、老婆から青い鳥を探してきてほしいと頼まれた。
What are you trying to say?
シグマさん、
Sure.
シグマさんはアリスさんをどこで発見されたのでしょう。
What does that have to do with anything?
いいから答えてください。アリスさんを見つけた場所は。
Room 2, in the crew quarters.
じゃあその前はどこに。
I was in the lounge. That was after we split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the
つ
lounge.
まりシグマさんはラウンジからキャビンの2号室に行き、そこで倒れたアリスさんを発見。
She's piecing it together. She almost knows too much.
慌てて医務室に運び込んだというわけですね。
Yeah.
ではお尋ねします。どうしてシグマさんはこのビオトープのことをご存知だったのでしょう。ここにやってきた時、あなたは確かにこう言いましたよね。
Shit. Pepe laugh.
アリスを捜索している時に一度来たことが。
Just now you said you come here when you're looking for Alice.
おかしいじゃないですか。時系列的に考えれば、シグマさん、あなたがこのビオトープを訪れる機会などあったはずがないのです。なのにどうして、なんでこの空間のことをあなたは知っていたのですか？
She got me. Well... I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
シグマさん、もしかしてあなたはこの施設に最初から存在したロボットなんじゃないですか？
You... You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me! What?
ええ、そう考えれば説明がつくのです。あなたがこのビオトープのことを知っていた件についても、それから左手の傷のことについても。
Man, she sure took her time to dance around this issue to open us up to actually talk about the left hand. God damn. Damn, so you did see it, huh?
ええ、最新のロボットは金属製の骨格に ABT と呼ばれる人工的な生体組織を外装することによって見た目を人間とほぼ変わらないものにすることができると言われています。その ABT、 人工生体組織に血液の代わりとして使われているのが白い液体で、
For some reason, when Luna called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe that's because it was just so out there. It didn't really sound like a real possibility, it sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still, my hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I need to stop doing that. Pushing myself so much was giving me a heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
怖い？どうしてですか？
Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
敵ですか？仮にそうだとしても怖くはないですね。
Why not?
さあ、もしかしたらロボットだからこそなのかもしれません。
Huh?
ロボット工学三原則って聞いたことないですか？ SF 作家のアシモフがとある小説の中で示した指針のことなのですが。
Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence, as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard of those before. That's just an ideal though, right? Or that's just an ideal though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
ええ、確かにおっしゃる通りです。でも私は信じてるんです。たとえどんなプログラムが書き込まれていようと、シグマさんは三原則に背いて行動するような方ではないって。
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. I would never do that, Luda.
三原則のないロボットなんてただの鉄の塊に過ぎません。シグマさんはそうじゃない、あなたには心がある、だってそうじゃなければこんなにも綺麗な目をしているはずがないから。で、なんだか断定口調で話してしまいましたが、まだシグマさんがロボットだとは決まったわけじゃないですよね。調べてみないことにはなんとも。
Tess?
ええ。
How?
医務室にある機械を使って。
Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch or dry leaves behind us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
誰かいるんですか？
私だよ。
Fi?
すまんが、こっちに来てくれないか。見てもらいたいものがある。
Where the fuck was she? Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes.
ようこそ。
What? How long have you been here?
ついさっき来たばかりだよ。
じゃあ私たちの会話は？
聞いてない。何か聞かれちゃまずいことでも話してたのか？
Yeah.
そんなことよりもこいつを見てくれ。
I followed the line of her finger. Shit. This is.
反物質爆弾。
そうだ。言うまでもなく、キャビンにあったものを誰かが移し替えたというわけではない。両者は全くの別物だ。見ろ、ここに番号が記されている。
It says 01.
キャビンにあったのは確か03でしたよね。ということは。
Shit. Then there's no question, huh?
しかもそれだけではなさそうだ。03と01が発見されたわけだから。
02もどこかにあると？
断言はできないが、おそらく。
Damn it. That means we're dealing with combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
そうだな。
仕掛けたのは誰でしょう。
シグマとルナ、どうやらお前らずっとここにいたみたいだし。
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
まあちょっと散歩を。
Great alibi. Or whatever. Uh-huh. Just taking a walk. Okay, I believe you. Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that? Sure.
分かったよ。正直に言おう。実は他の連中から何やらお前らが密談らしきものをしているって聞いてな。それで気になって英会の倉庫に行ってみたんだよ。ところがお前らの姿は見当たらなかった。ますます怪しさを感じた私はすぐにその足でここ来てみると、案の定ベンチに座って話し込む二人の姿が。とそこで気づかれないようにこっそりと背後に回り込みゆっくりとゆっくりと近づいていったその矢先、この反物質爆弾を見つけたってわけだ。どうだ、少しは信じてもらえたかな。
So, who planted the bomb?
可能性なら全員にあることになるだろう。
So, you're saying that you did it, Fi. Although there's like a lot of time between like the whole infirmary thing, voting, and now. So... Actually, wait, who stayed behind again? In the infirmary? There was Alice and Quark who were knocked out. Clover was stuck behind. Clover and... Luna, Alice... Quark... Oh yeah, Kay and Clover... No, Kay was there, Fi? Yeah, I think it was Fi and Clover who stuck behind. Although, would Clover have noticed that Fi would have disappeared for that quick time? Or would the bomb have even been planted around that time period? Because every single time these bombs have been planted, it's always after the puzzle was done in the room. And there's always something that comes up that shifts us all around, but I never keep track of who actually goes where and who has or doesn't have an alibi. So, right now I'm just blind with like who it could have been.
アリスを探していた時なら誰だってここを訪れることはできたはずだし。
とにかくこのことをみんなに知らせないと。
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji, Kay and Dio, and of course, Alice and Quark. Both seem to be sleeping peacefully. You never think to look at them that they've been completely insane not long ago. Alright everybody, listen up. I told them how we found the #1 bomb in the garden, and how judging by the number on the 2 bombs we found so far, there's probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere.
なんということじゃ。一体どうすれば。
確かアリスはこんなことを言ってたよね。
緊急解除用のパスワードがあるはずなの。それを入力すれば装置の機能を停止できるわ。側面のところにコネクタがついてるでしょ。ここに専用の端末を接続するのよ。そうすればそこからパスワードが入力できるようになるわ。
つまりそのパスワードさえ分かれば全ては解決すると。
いや、ちょっと待ってくれ。その前にパスワードを入力するには専用の端末が必要だった。そいつがなければどうすることもできないんじゃないのか。
確かに。そこでみんなには これからボディチェックを受けてもらおうと思う。
ボディチェック。
ああ、そうだ。爆弾を仕掛けた犯人はおそらくこの中に存在する。だとするとそいつが専用の端末。
そいつをこれから見つけようっていうのか。
その通り。でもはなしだ。もしも拒否したら即座にそいつを犯人とみなす。疑われたくなかったら素直に従うことだ。いいな。さてと、まず最初にチェックを受けてもらうのは
Wait. You only need to search one person. Oh my god.
どうして？
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I had even realized I was saying them.
知ってるってお前。
Yeah. I met Fai's gaze and nodded and then turned the other way. Or turned away. I know who set the bombs. And that person. That person. You did it! The room was suddenly silent. Yeah, we went to this route too early. It's like, Sigma, you're pointing at yourself in the mirror.